As we've been journeying through these Triduum liturgies, we now come to Holy Saturday, and we come to the baptismal font, the place that gives us new life. And really that's all of what Holy Saturday and Easter is about, is giving us new life. But as we see, our baptismal font kind of looks like a tomb. It's all hollowed out and you descend into it. And that's no accident. There's always been this idea of baptism, not as just a washing away of sin, not just something that gives life, but that it starts by us going into the tomb. We die with Christ. Just like a person who's submerged underwater for any length of time is surely going to die. You won't survive. In the baptismal waters, we die with Christ and our souls are put into that death so that our sin, our guilt, our shame, those things are crucified with Christ on the cross and washed away by his blood. And so as we prepare to celebrate tonight at the Easter Vigil the baptism of our elect, we ask the Lord to renew our own baptismal promises. We have all made this journey into the tomb with Christ on our baptism day, and all of us have been raised up with him. And so we ask the Lord to help us renew our commitment to rejecting sin, rejecting evil, and to always living in the love and the grace of God's divine life. Here at the baptismal font in St. Michael's, we realize that our church buildings are not simply just worship spaces, but they're sacred buildings, and they have theology embedded in them. And you see how our font, the place that gives us new life in God, how the steps leading out of the font direct us towards the altar, which is the place where every week we renew those baptismal graces and we're strengthened and nourished by the Eucharist. And how this journey through the font into new life leads us not just to the altar, but then to the community, to the body of Christ that is the people of God assembled together to worship him. And so we are always coming to this place with great joy and great love, because we walk into church, we dip our hands in the font, and we're reminded of this journey we are on, from font to altar to the resurrected life.